Girls can be taxi drivers too. Whee! Hi, ugly. It's me, Bussy, and welcome back to Hot or Rat. And today is the moment that we've all been waiting for! Fans have been talking about it forever, queens have been denying it for years. They said it would never happen, but it's here. All-Star 7 is officially announced, featuring a cast of 8 previous winners from the RuPaul's Drag Race franchises. And to their surprise and delight, I'm sure they'll be competing for not $100,000, but $200,000. And the title of Queen of All Queens. The season will be double premiering on May 20th, but today we'll be breaking down the promo looks and each queen's entrance look. And then at the end of today's video, we'll take a little peek at the Twitter jokey feud Bianca had with a couple of the girls regarding the casting of the season. And I can't wait to get started, but did you know one man every hour, every day is diagnosed with testicular cancer? And that TC is the most common form of cancer among men ages 15 to 35. No doubt about it, testicular cancer is a rat. But I'm proud to say that today's video sponsor, Manscaped, has partnered with the Testicular Cancer Society to help raise awareness about this problem. And will even be donating $50,000 to the TCS with the hopes of saving lives and balls. A big part of preventing testicular cancer is routine self-checks that you can perform at home. Personally, I find a great time to check myself is when I'm in the shower doing my routine body and ball hair grooming with my lawnmower trimmer 4.0. The lawnmower is Manscaped's waterproof and cordless hair trimmer that you can use in the shower. Buzz, buzz, check, good. Buzz, buzz, check, fabulous. And you can get yourself or someone you love 20% off the Lawnmower 4.0 by visiting manscapes.com/Bussy, plus free shipping. Just click the link in the description and use code Bussy at checkout. And don't forget to visit manscaped.com/TCS to learn more about their partnership with the Testicular Cancer Society. Thanks Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. Now let's rank this winner's cast from rottest rat to hottest hot based on what I thought about their 2 looks, with 5 possible hot flames awarded for each. First up, and all the way from across the pond, we've got the Vivienne, or just Viv if you nasty, the first winner of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Let's give her a big warm Bussy queen welcome. While we look back at the 3 challenge wins from her original season, there was the double queen runway snatch game that she shared a win with Bag of Chips winning wins, and the water brand design challenge. And we are going to be taking a peek at each queen's prior promo looks and entrance looks, but for Viv, there is just not a lot of glow up to look at because she came into UK1 extremely polished, and she's known who her drag character is since day 1. And concerning her crystal and nude promo look, I think it's gorgeous. And actually the main promo photo they released of her in this look doesn't even do it full justice, because when you zoom in on the photo, you actually start to see all of the fabric is like micro stoned. It's just a shame that the lights are so bright and harsh in these promo shots and didn't really reveal that, so it did kind of look just like a bunch of beige fabric with some chunky jewels randomly placed. But seriously, the video footage of this look and the darker lighting shots, wow, this look is hot. I do have one question for you though, Ms. Vid. Did you borrow that wig from Ketamine? Because I've seen that before. Little sisterhood of the traveling foam wig. Girl, I got a lot to do. This lash, oh, she is fighting with me today. Wow. Where were we? Entrance look for Viv. She came in giving us a little bit of professional business drag, some day drag, going up into the office to boss around the team, maybe do a PowerPoint presentation for the board, and leave early. There are elements of this look that I enjoy. I will say the wig, fabulous. And the top part is absolutely stunning. I just didn't love the business pants that she ended up wearing with this. They were a bit drab compared to how fab the top part of her look was. So this look for me today is going to be a rat. I just wanted something a little more thrilling. We're in all winners, so I'm gonna be picky today. Next up on my list is Monet Exchange. And this is Miss Monet's 3rd time around the RuPaul's Drag Race block, so she's coming with a little more experience than some of the other queens today, having participated in the season 10, where she garnered no wins, and All-Stars 4, where she had 3. In the Supergirl groups, Makeover, and Roast in Peace challenges. But she did win Miss Congeniality in season 10, so can't say she didn't win anything in that season. I really enjoyed enjoy that in Monet's promo, we get to see the element of her style that is very elevated, casual glam. Like, obviously an everyday woman would never wear something this intricate and like show-stopping. But at the same time, having it be a kind of cocktail dress with a puffy coat brings it back to that streetwear zone that is actually really enjoyable and fresh. The only thing I found myself wishing though was I wanted some more crystals in that hair, because you can see there's tiny little stones in the hair and you're like, oh, I want them to be bigger. Medusa, hardly know her. But a solid hot look nonetheless. You can tell these girls spend some money on these. Wow. But does Monet Change's entrance look stack up? Stack, because you know, like stacks of cash. This was a really strange outfit for me. It was very like the British are coming, but I'm also entering a wet t-shirt contest later and I've got my little booty shorts on underneath. I did not understand the jean shorts under all that tartan and the ruffles with all of it. It was a little strange for me. I mean, she does look put together and polished. We have to give her credit there. I just think it really is those shorts for me that's throwing it off, but I'm gonna leave it at a 2 flame, warming up rat. And you know, Monet has always been a queen that has had some interesting entrance looks. The first time she came in dressed as a janitor, and then the next time, butler bunny fantasy? Didn't live for that one. And next up, it's Monsoon season once again. I'm so excited. I don't even think y'all really know. Look who's back there. She's been back there the entire time. Quite the scandal, really. Back she goes. Life's like a taxi cab. You never know where it's gonna stop. It has been 9 long years since we've seen Jinkx Monsoon on RuPaul's Drag Race. Unless, of course, you know, you count getting slapped by Aquaria in season 10. And from that season, she brings with her 2 challenge wins in her legacy from Snatch Game and the telenovela challenge. Huh! I'm acting. But now here she is all grodied up. She is, I think, of this cast, the one that needed a new promo look the most. Wow, what a glow up. I had a laugh at this being her idea of nude and crystals, because the nude color she chose for her skin tone is solid white, and it actually ends up making sense because she is so pale. This look on Jinkx is gorgeous. It's simple, elegant, fresh. Wow. It's not the most inventive look ever, but I also don't think it needed to be. This is a very soft-spoken and slightly understated opening for Jinkx in this season, but I'm gonna give this look a hot. And her entrance look is giving me fully evolved mom has had one too many cocktails and is now over there flirting with the cabana boy, the cabana girl, and the cabana they. Is the look fashion? Maybe not, but it's pretty simple and makes sense for who Jinkx is as a drag queen, and she looks put together as hell, so this look for me is a hot. I have been watching RuPaul's Drag Race for 14 years now. Mama's getting old, and I can't wait for the new generation of drag fans who fall in love with her today. Water off a text pack, water off a text pack. Next up, from the House of Hall, Jaida AS7 Promo. Jaida is another queen who, as a fan of Drag Race, is very special to me because actually season 12 was the first season that I really started reviewing on YouTube. It was a little rough, a little busted there. It's really cool to see Jaida now here 2 years later, and I think this is such an important opportunity for all of these recent graduates of Drag Race to continue to get opportunities in front of the fans because they all are graduating into like this pandemic that has been very difficult to navigate and tough on a lot of queens' pocketbooks. And as a competitor, Jaida is fierce. She brings with her 3 challenge wins. First in the premiere episode where she wrote a verse and lip synced against herself for the win. Iconic. Then there was Choices 2020, which spawned her catchphrase, look over there, and the makeover challenge. For her promo look, I love that this is kind of a classic Jaida silhouette. Branding. I love that she tapped into crystallized hair. I love that little blown out waist part of the silhouette she has going on. Overall, she is just giving me galaxy version of herself, and this look is absolutely hot. And she comes into the workroom owning 51% of this workroom in a really interesting stoned or pearlized fabric that kind of shifts and changes as it turns over on itself. Love the red hair. You know, she introduced herself to the world in our season 12 promo with red hair. It kind of reminds me of maybe she went to DragCon and she's there signing autographs, and I think she looks great. I'm gonna give this look a 3 flame hot. And I will say, I think Jaida is absolutely ready for this season, but she's one of the queens in this season who overall has less Drag Race competition experience. She's going up against these powerhouses that are coming in for their 3rd time. Like our next up, Trinity The Tuck has 7 challenge wins across her seasons. That is insane. Lucky number 7 on All-Star 7, conspiracy time. The wins that she brings in are for a fairy tale princess / sassy sidekick runway. That was a trip to rewatch. The 9021 Ho acting challenge and the makeover challenge from season 9, and then 4 wins in All Stars 4 talent show, the Snatch Game as Caitlyn Jenner, the acting / sales club challenge where she had the Hive, and a Sex and the City TV show parody acting challenge. Huh! I'm acting. And looking back on Trinity's journey through her promo shots, it is so funny to see her season 9 promo next to her All Stars 4 and then this one. Wow. Wow, that's a glow up. In fact, like a complete evolution into a new person. I will say that All Stars 4 promo she had is very difficult to beat, but this Crystal Nude Illusion look I think does that with that classic pageantry look that it brings. Plus, who doesn't love an updo? She looks gorgeous. She's giving me crystallized she-warrior goddess ready to take on the world. And if I were just ranking the promo looks today, she would be sitting right about 2 or 3 easily. This look is hot. But concerning how she raced into the workroom in this little like motorsport up top, 20s feather ball gown thing on the bottom, I don't know about this. There's a lot going on here, girl. And I was really conflicted as I was looking at this look because it has that quality that Trinity brings to almost any look of being super polished and put together, yet at the same time, it is just over here, over there, and nowhere in between, and everywhere in between. It's a trip to look at. Honestly, for me personally, it's just a little bit too much. So I'm gonna give this look a rat. Next up. It's Yvie Oddly, who brings into this season only 1 challenge win, the least of any of her winner sisters this season. And it was actually a win, no less, that she shared with Scarlet Envy. But I guess it is a little more like, you know, punk rock and very like on brand of Yvie Oddly to have less challenge wins than anybody else and then still win the crown. But sometimes having super memorable runways are even more important for the fan base. For example, I will never forget her orange look, the jellyfish look. All winners. We're out winning. Her promo is a little bit of a callback and very much is on brand with Yvie Oddly. It is the weird, it is the strange. I love all the different pieces that construct this look, like the skirt, the leg, the like one giant sleeve, and the way that she played with the different types of nude fabric in like giant strips of crystal. It was very, you know, punk rock. I don't care, but I do very much care about the details of this look. At her core, being that artistic, strange human that she is really gonna help her stand out. This look is so amazingly hot. And her entrance look does not stutter either. She comes in giving us this like strange troll doll meets art pop meets spray painting under the bridge. Craziness. It is so fun. The purple and the yellow colors are bright. They're in your face. They're crazy. And the bottom of the coat that she's wearing even has like shower rod hooks. So, you know, functional fashion, I think, is very in this year. She did something creative, memorable, on brand. This look is hot. Next up, it's Shea Coulee. And let's look at the 6 challenge wins that she snatched on her previous seasons. Only 1 short of that record held by Trinity, by the way. In season 9, she won Good Morning Bitch that she shared with Sasha, the Reality Stars musical where she was Black China. We don't need to relive all that drama. There was the gayest ball ever, and the TV pilot's win that she also shared with Sasha. In All Stars 5, she won the I'm in Love performance and Snatch Game as Flavor Flay. This is another queen who I would be absolutely and pissing if I walked by the door and saw her at that workroom table. And somehow managing to glow up even more since All Stars 5. It's like every like year you look at her, she just keeps leveling up. And you're like, it's too much, Shea. How can you go any higher? How can you keep doing that to everybody else? Like, it's not fair. And this promo look is just a perfect example of that constant leveling up and the accumulation of power that she has. It's kind of scary, really, how good she is at drag. This is an extremely show-stopping look. It is kind of reminiscent of the Britney Spears toxic crystallized bodysuit meets Thierry Mugler, Kim Kardashian at the Met Gala a couple of years ago, R.I.P. But it is fabulously done. She looks like one of those little rock candies that you just lick, lick, lick. With the amount of crystals dangling from that and literal chunks of crystals attached to the different parts of it, you know that thing is heavy and I'm sure reinforced somehow. I would love to see the inside of it and how it was made. She absolutely shit it on him with this look. It is stunningly hot. And in her entrance look, she's giving us a little Miss Mandarin fantasy. with some gorgeously slicked back hair. Love that shoulder silhouette moment on this look. It's stunning, but it's also very simple. And I think this is a great example of how she can do casual looks as great as she can do that super high show-stopping eleganza like in the promo. This look though is orange hot, almost red hot. Orange though. And finally, I see you. It's Raja, the OG fashion queen, at the tippity-toppity of my list tonight, but who's surprised? Raja was actually the queen I was most surprised to see entered this cast of all winners, because she is, I guess, less active on social medias, much less so than the winners of the new school days. She re-enters this ring 11 years later with 3 challenge wins, 2 of which were design challenges, and 1 was from the Rupaul Palooza, which was like a singing challenge. But God, she is another queen that has these iconic looks that are burned into my brain. Oh, and listen up, chickadees. Grandma's got another story to tell ya. The big scandal at the time, actually during season 3, was that Raja was leaked as the winner from Perez Hilton, of all people, the OG gossip blogger, which actually led to every season after season 3 having a multiple taped finale, which allowed them to, you know, not have winners leaked before the season even started. Anyways, let's break down her promo look. I love this look. I love the coat. There's just something about the silhouette of this, like this shot in particular of her modeling this look. You can tell she's in the fashion industry. She knows how to work her body. She knows how to sell the garment. The way Raja carries herself, always, all the time, you're like, oh, I'm watching, I'm paying attention. I love the coat. I love that inside bodysuit. Everything about this is just so gorgeous, polished, put together, and just shows how smart she is going to be approaching everything she does. A lot of people will be scared. A lot of drag queens will be scared. This look is hot. And concerning her entrance look, wow. What a way to come into that workroom and reference yourself as having one of the most iconic entrance looks of all time. And you know, that entrance look, it was just so like stupid and campy, but fashionable and fun. And so is this reiteration of it. She has now become and blossomed into this like giant iron cage eye creation. It is an insane work of art that she came into the workroom with and blew every other girl out of the water with. Everyone else said, oh, casual day drag, it's fine. I just need something to like, you know, walk into the workroom, whatever. And Raja said, I'm gonna give the children something to gag over. She's cut from a different cloth. This look is hot. And before we break down the winner's tweets with Bianca, let's go ahead and get through our hottest hots. You could probably already guess, but for the promo, it's gonna be Shea for me and the patrons, and for the entrance look, it's gonna be Raja for me and the patrons. Now let's take a peek at those tweets. When this cast was revealed, Bianca tweeted out, "I was busy," and Shea quote tweeted her saying, "No, you weren't." To which Bianca then replied, "Good luck! You will need it." The Vivienne read her saying, "The age limit was 65. Sorry, queen." And Trinity also replied saying, "Making the same gown." Bianca claps back, "Indeed, enjoy bankruptcy." Clearly, these silly little tweet exchanges were jokey and in good humor, but damn, they were funny. But on a real note, this cast is fabulous and I cannot wait to see what happens this season. It is going to be absolute bloodbath. You know how RuPaul always says Drag Race is bringing families together? This one is going to rip houses in half. This is gonna home wreck families. RuPaul's Drag Race family wrecking season. As always, I want to say thanks to you for watching today's video. Today's video sponsor, Manscaped, and I want to give a special shout out to Ginger Probs, Chase Mueller, Michelle, and Bill Janelle, who've all just joined my Patreon at the hot tier, and Billy Mays, who's just joined my Patreon at the hottest hot tier, and Adrienne Burwinkle, Angel Cyrus, Daniel Drummond, Dark-Sided Otter, David Webb, Vicky, Felicia, Hector Simancas, JB Jeffrey Joseph, Josh JP in Dallas, Laura Lissette, Mark James, Matthew Burns, Matthew Bauer, Michelle Your Bell, Miss F. Neely, Ryan Binks, Sailor, Steven, Topher, Triton, and Wheelie, who are all supporting me at my Bussy Queen Collector tier. See y'all later. Love ya. Bye.